So hello guys, this is just another update for our standard deck building, as we continue to buy single components for our planned decks in the format. Big thanks to this purchase from MTG Tournaments. Thank you Ma'am Bern Chua for this dibs of the cards. Let us check what what we got from the post. It was just the usual selling of cards, not from an online store such as Shopee, but it was a good thing that we were able to deal and spend the rest of these opening and checking on what cards that were bought. So let me just take this stuff out. Okay, so this is my name. I think these are the essential components that I mentioned, which will probably complete at least a huge part of the main deck components of one of our standard decks that we'll be having to do, so that we can start our weekly grind for the weekly standard tournaments held at the race place. So just a few discussion on the card and its rubble function in the deck. Just pardon the background for the noise, please, but I'll try to record this as fast as possible and let you know of the updates and also some of the expected cards from Streets of the Katana. And so this is the card. So let's check what the good thing is leave most of them. Let me sort this out first. So this is the protective cards, never mind the basic planes, and okay, just from random cards to added for protection. So we start with Fable the Mirror Breaker. This gave us 2 copies of this. So this will complete our main deck for the black-red, or maybe for the June aggro that we're planning to build along with the new card of Bixilis from Streets of New Capena. So 2 copies of this, and copy of a Spellbinder, also 2 copies. This is for mono white aggro and maybe for plan for the Obscura deck that I was discussing in the previous deck tech. This can be also a good component since it is a human of the creature type, and also a good 3-drop by itself in its current setup for the standard metagame. So 2 copies. Also bought it at a cheap price. Then we have a copy of Intrepid Adversary, another component for mono white aggro. This addition for the pump spell, which we have last time. So this one will be the second copy of the card and deck. So I think 2 copies are also good enough to satisfy the build. Let me check more. This is Adeline Course, the Efficient 3-drop, and 3 copies of this. 3-drop for monoid aggro, and basically the one that will make your board develop by just continually attacking with the greatest power. As its power increases as more of your creatures is being generated through each attack. So 3 copies of this in the main deck, and maybe that will complete the lineup for that 3-drop. And then we have Faithful Absence, 2 copies for the removal of white. So destroy that creature or Planeswalker its controller investigates. So a good way to have, as we have another metagame of Nixilis Cup in its copies. That basically a huge metagame development. So this can basically stop them from getting the abuse, or maybe just destroy an original copy and maybe just a token copy. So 2 copies of this in the main. So we also have Cave of the Frost Dragon, the manland component for white, since we would lack manland, let's say one power in terms of creatures attacking. So this is important to have at least 2 of this. I think we have already one at main deck of that challenger deck, so we're just going to add one more of this in the lineup. So last but not least, I also purchased a foil version of Trustforge Bridge from MH2 Modern Horizons 2. This is an additional copy for my collection, which makes this complete, the third and fourth copy. So it can touch battlefield tap, it is indestructible, and it produces black or red mana. So black red mana connection and more, completing this from MH2 basic lands for basic artifact lands. So that's a wrap for this. We'll make sure we'll have another update this as once that we can build the deck this weekend, and maybe have some playtest sessions and some deck tech sideboard and main deck switching discussions as well. So thank you for watching this episode, and until the next time.